The bullet on the left is a 9mm 115 grain full metal jacket made by PMC. On the right is the 5.7 by 28 40 grain full metal jacket made by American Eagle. We will be shooting each of them into a 5-pound block of clay today. Now, if this were the only angle available to you, you might think that this is a pretty fair fight. If you were to take the bullets apart, though, and look at them side by side, this is what you'd be left with. But now that you're looking at the 9mm 115 grain bullet on the left and the 40 grain full metal jacket on the right, does it still really look like a fair fight to you? But before we're too quick to give up on the 5.7 by 28, let's take a look at the cheat sheet that I've written up for you guys. On the left, you've got the 115 grain full metal jacket 9mm. On the right, the 40 grain full metal jacket by American Eagle. If you were to take these apart and weigh the gunpowder charge, you would realize that the 9mm has 3.9 grains of powder pushing it, but the 5.7 has 4.5 grains of powder pushing it. So what you have is a lighter bullet weight with 15% more gunpowder pushing it downrange. Now I have chronographed both of these extensively, and from the Glock 17, these 9mm right here are coming in at about 1157 feet per second. The 5.7 ammo coming in at right around 1624 feet per second. That means that on your Glock, you've got or on your 9mm I should say, you've got your 342 foot-pounds of energy, compared to 234 foot-pounds of energy on your 5.7 by 28. So on the one hand, the 5.7 by 28 does have 467 feet per second more speed, or you could say just 40% more speed, however you want to look at it. But the 9mm has 46% more energy because it has nearly 3 times the weight. Now, is the clay block test the only thing that we should be considering today, though? I always thought that the 9mm had pretty low recoil, until I shot the 5.7. We're going to start by giving you a chance to see both firearms being fired side by side, so that you can judge for yourself the recoil difference, and then we'll shoot the clay. Sometimes with lighter recoil, you can get faster second follow-up shots. No matter what the outcome today, it's important to realize that both the 9 and the 5.7 do offer higher performance ammunition than what you're going to see today. This is just simply designed to have an apples-to-apples comparison of entry-level ammo for each. If you liked today's video, please remember to click the like button, do subscribe, turn on the notifications icon if you haven't already done so, and as always, we're looking forward to your comments. Thank you again. We'll be shooting the Glock 17 9mm using PMC 115 grain ball ammo, and then the Ruger 5.7 using the American Eagle 40 grain ball ammo. We'll be shooting this 5-pound block of clay with a 5.7 by 28 using the Ruger 5.7. The ammunition, the American Eagle 40 grain full metal jacket. Okay, this is the clay block that just now got hit with a 5.7 by 28 using the American Eagle 40 grain full metal jacket. Just kind of a real small entry hole. Pretty large exit though. It definitely went into the second water jug, or the first water jug in line. It went into that, blew that up pretty good. Went low into that second water jug. It may have been tumbling by then, I suspect. And it did not exit the second water jug. Never really truly went in there. It's probably on the ground somewhere. We'll see if we can find that for you. Well, I did not have any luck finding that recovered bullet. But again, here's the entry. And it's interesting on the back side of this. You can kind of see that about maybe 3 inches into the pathway of the bullet, it starts to really maybe tumble and open up and starts to really widen up once it's about 2.5, 3 inches into the block. We'll be shooting at this 5-pound block of clay with a Glock 17 9mm. The ammunition will be the PMC 115 grain full metal jacket. All right, walking up right now to the block of clay and the water jugs that were just hit with a 9mm 115 grain full metal jacket. Here is the block of clay entrance. And here is the exit right here. And then the first water jug that it hit after it went through the clay right there. Still some pretty good hydrostatic damage on the back of that water jug. The next water jug in line got hit right about there. And a little bit of hydrostatic damage on the back of that water jug as well. Third water jug went in right there toward the bottom. Exited right there toward the back. And I don't believe it went into any more water jugs. We'll take a look around and see if we can find it on the ground for you. Looks like I was able to find the recovered 9mm bullet. Here's what it started off like. Here's the recovered full metal jacket round fired through the Glock 17. One more time, here's your entrance side to that block of clay. And when you look at that in comparison to the whole bullet itself, to give you some perspective. And again, that's just the entrance side. On your exit, probably 3.5 inches wide or so on that exit. See if we can pick this up and look in there a little bit, get some sunlight in there. So yeah, it just probably about almost immediately once it hit that thing, it just starts to open up wider and wider toward the exit. That simple. All right, so here are the two bullets side by side, the 9mm and then the 40 grain 5.7 by 28. This was the Ruger 5.7 that we used for the 5.7 by 28. Your Glock 17. And then side by side, here's your entry hole on the 5.7, entry hole on the 9mm. The exit sides, right here. Exit on the 5.7 right there. Exit on the 9mm right there.